collection protection reflections. I'm getting a lot of questions in the comments about like what sleeves I use. Everything I have, if I can sleeve it, I will, just because I've lived a life of enjoying physical media, but shelfware is my enemy. Anybody who knows me, even as a kid, I was just very stressed about my CDs or anything getting shelfware. So sleeves have been the solution for that. And we'll start with my original format, which would be CDs and tapes, and some of my favorite solutions for that problem. So my go-to is Square Deal recordings. I really love the high clarity 2mm polypropylene. They have a flap, they seal. I now prefer the sealed. I have a lot of records, a lot of media, and the open flap, I've noticed a lot of dust can collect on top, and dust eventually turns sticky and it's a mess. So these are my go-to sleeves. These really, you know, mainly fit, let me just grab a CD off the shelf here. They mainly fit a standard jewel case. Depending on the Digipack, they do float around a little loose, so I have sought out a different solution for the Digipacks. So this isn't my favorite thickness, but I do like the high clarity polypropylene. I promise I'll say that correctly one of these times. Polypropylene. This is the 1mm. It's a little flimsier. They fit like that LP style CD sleeve really snug, and that's my preference. I just want it to be snug. I don't want it to be loose, especially because the way I store my CDs, the sleeve will get bent up and it's kind of annoying and doesn't look good anymore. They don't even really have a name brand, so I don't really know how to shout them out. I like them okay. I really do wish Square Deal had an option like this. This is still a work in progress. These don't fit everything. I still have some CD sleeves that are, this is a little too big for. Probably my least favorite way CDs are distributed is that mini LP style, because they're loose in paper. Usually they don't come with that little inner sleeve, and there's no rhyme or reason. They're all different. At least a CD jewel case is like, it's a standard. Then we have these Square Deal double. They have like the chubby CD sleeves in the same style, 2mm, sealable. Love it. I do kind of trim them a little bit just so it's clean. I actually received a CD off Discogs that did that, and I was like, that's a good idea. Yes, it's not like a waterproof seal anymore, but I keep these in tubs, and really, you know, I don't think the sleeves would be waterproof even if they were faced with a flood type situation. Lastly, a real key thing that I guess I noticed mainly in the Bowie box sets, but also Japanese pressings, will give you these little like round bottom LP style sleeves for CDs that are in Digipacks that don't have a tray, and that's a must for me. I don't understand why manufacturers or artists think it's like cool to just throw a CD in a paper sleeve like an LP. Even LPs, like, they need nice, like, ideally they need like a one of these like polyline sleeve to stay pristine. Otherwise the paper kind of leaves marks, and I don't think they make them unplayable, but they definitely don't keep them nice as they could. So those are sort of the standard, and then I do customize sleeves. So this is a CD box set, and you know, it's thick, it's weird, and I still want to keep it nice. So I will take different size sleeves. I am into that high clarity sealable, so ideally I'm going to be taking that. And what I did for that one is I took 7-inch sleeves. So these are my favorite 7-inch sleeves from Sleeve City, and I basically put the CD in there, kind of made a crease in the 7-inch sleeve, and just kind of customized it. This side is sealed up with some packing tape. There's been some trial and error with that. I used to use gaff tape because I did have a gaff tape obsession for a little while, but this clear packing tape is the way to go. Gaff tape dries out and it's a mess. So my custom sleeves that I have made with gaff tape are slowly getting replaced. So creates a little bit more work for me, but it's all a learning process. Lastly, this is another aberration of CD design. So sometimes CD box sets will be oblong like this, and similarly I took the 10-inch sleeves from Sleeve City and utilized them. Same deal, kind of outlined this box, made a little crease to give me a shape, and then cut it. I used to be really precise, like I had a paper cutter, but now I just kind of just follow that line vaguely with scissors because it doesn't really matter. You just want a little bit of overlap, and then again, packing tape. And you know, this process might be refined more, but this is where it stands right now. So yeah, that's the CD side of my sleeves. Lastly, Square Deal does make cassette sleeves. So I have been putting my little clamshells in these sleeves because yes, even as a really young kid, my jewel cases for my cassettes getting scratched up would stress me out. And yeah, so we have a solution for that. These are by far the cutest of the sleeves. They're so tiny. And I've even sometimes I'll take them and because I don't have that many cassettes, and I'll on the CD boxes, like the Bowie boxes, I'll put them between the digipacks just so there's a little less rub when getting them out of that box set.